Welcome back to our 9 o'clock hour of Nite Line with Mary and Toni. I'm Mary and you're
Toni.
Toni. We're here every Thursday night. We're so glad you joined us tonight. We've had a great first hour, and this next hour is going to be just as good, isn't it, Toni?
Yes, because this is our Strength, Healing, Healthy Living show.
Yes.
I love to inspire healthy living so that people can be just at their optimal and their best so that they can be ready for what the Lord has for them.
Yes.
You know, we all have passions in our life and things that we want to do, but sometimes our health is not where it should be so that we can walk out those passions. So that's where I like to encourage people to live the healthiest
Right.
lifestyle that they can so
Yes.
that they can be ready for what God has for them. And I wanted to read our scripture. It's 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20. And it says, "Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have from God, and that you are not your own? For you have been bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body." And that's what we are doing tonight, is just encouraging you to take small changes. That's kind of like my tagline, is small changes made one day at a time is what improves your health. Sometimes that change may be something as simple as I'm going to start drinking more water, or I'm going to try to get in bed at a decent hour to make sure I'm getting enough rest, or I'm going for a walk, or whatever it might be. All those small changes over time add up for a healthier version of you. So I hope that you are encouraged tonight. We have a friend of mine, Jaime Sharp, who is a registered dietitian, and she's going to be sharing some of her tips and education and knowledge and wisdom that she has with health with us tonight. So welcome, Jaime. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm going to read something about her just so you can get familiar with her. Jaime is graduated from Auburn University and the University of Alabama at Birmingham. I'm trying to get it out. Dietetic internship program, and has been practicing in the field of nutrition for almost 20 years. So she has lots of knowledge to share with us tonight. She enjoys promoting healthy living and eating in the community and teaching people how to incorporate more nutrition into their food that they already have. I think that's something that's very important. It's like we want to easy, taste good, and tell me what I can take, what I'm already doing, and make it healthier. So I love that that is your passion. Yes. So I met you last fall. We have a mutual friend, and I was honored to be able to meet you, and we've been able to get to know each other. And as I've learned more about Jaime, I've learned, well, she needs to come on the show and share a little bit of her knowledge here. So you're a dietitian at the Halter Cane YMCA. That's the one downtown?
That is, on Cleveland Street.
Okay. So what's the favorite part of your job there?
Well, I'm relatively new to that location. So I've been practicing for almost 20 years in hospitals and rehab facilities and clinics working with eating disordered patients. You name it, I've done it. So I just started at Cane Halter about a month ago, and I'm going to handle their nutrition for their wellness program. And so I'll meet with clients one-on-one and just tailor kind of health goals specifically for what they want to achieve. But one of my favorite parts is I get to do community classes with our growing senior population there. So a couple months ago, I volunteered and did a Bowl Your Way into Health, which we're going to feature some bowls later here today. But just, I love working with the elderly because I feel like nutrition is has such a vital role in their health and wellness. And then I also am going to do some community events with the after school kids program that they have going on at the YMCA. So probably community nutrition is one of my favorite things that I get to do.
And that's a great way to get kids involved in a healthier lifestyle, is letting their hands be on it. And when they make it and they're involved in it, then
absolutely,
typically they're more out to eat a little bit healthier, right?
Yes. Last week I hosted their kids cooking camp for the YMCA from 9 to 12. And so I had 5, 6, 7, and 8-year-olds in the kitchen.
Wow.
And we made zucchini boats one day. And a lot of them had never tasted zucchini before. And some of them said, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we did it, and they tasted it. But at least it's, one time that they're trying it.
Right.
And so maybe they'll be more apt to taste it the next time they see it. So,
Right.
Yeah,
Now, as a dietitian, why do you think it's important to make diet changes?
I think that health is very important, and I think that there's so much research available now that shows that nutrition is the key to a healthy lifestyle. It's the key to helping us feel better, be healthier longer, even longevity of life. And so I'm just passionate about helping people see how they can fit it into their daily routines.
So it's important to fit all that into their routine to make them feel better and have a better day and think better and all that. huh?
Absolutely. There are so many things that we cannot control, but what we put in our mouth, we can control. And so if we can get on track with, just a little tweaking your diet or your daily routine just a little bit to get those healthier things in, like fruits and vegetables, I mean, it's just as simple as that.
I hear a lot of people will ask me, what diet do you think I need to do? Or, I hear from the crazy diets to some, just different things. There's so many things that are out there that you can, research about. But I personally am just a eat clean kind of girl. I don't do well with tell me I can't have it and that's the only thing I want. So I just try to eat clean and eat good whole foods, lots of vegetables and fruits, and just make it as colorful as possible. Do you find that the clients you work with, that they're stuck in that state of thinking it's a diet? Because I think when I say diet, I just mean daily diet. But the word diet has a stigma to it, to where this is something I'm going to do for X amount of weeks, and then where am I?
Right.
So do you feel like a lot of the clients that you've worked with in the past, that that's somewhere that they've been stuck in that place with just the word diet being...
Well, the root word to diet is die, is it?
Yeah. It could be, depending on what diet. No, I agree with you. Your diet is literally what you eat. It's not supposed to mean restrictive. It's just supposed to mean it's what you put in your body every day. So I feel like a lot of people have the all or nothing approach. Either I have to be very restrictive, I have to leave off carbs, I have to, go really low fat, or do it that way, or if I slip up, then it's just a free-for-all. And so those kinds of plans do work in the short term, but we live in a very social eating society, so there's always going to be, holiday eating. There's always going to be desserts. There are going to be things like
parties
that.
And
parties,
something you're invited to. So just really changing your lifestyle to be able to manage those situations.
Right. And the moment you say, I'm not going to eat XYZ, is the moment that you want it.
Exactly.
And so it's just learning how to do things in moderation, how 75% of the time, if we can really stick with those lean proteins, lots of fruits and veggies, those good heart-healthy fats, and then the rest of the time, in moderation, do some of those other things, then I think that's probably the best plan.
So what do you think is the easiest way to incorporate better nutrition?
I think it's simply adding more fruits and vegetables to your day. If you don't eat them at breakfast, find a way to get them in. Add them to your eggs, have a, fruit smoothie that's got spinach, it's got different fruits and things in it. Making a yogurt bowl that you can get some whole grains and get some fruits in there. But just finding a way to add them to your meals and snacks that you're already doing.
Well, I know I follow you on social media, and you always have colorful plates of food. So what's one of your favorite meals to cook for your family?
Crazily, it's probably tacos.
Yeah?
And because we just don't do traditional tacos. We try to do corn tortillas, because if you look on the back of that package, there's a very minimal amount of ingredients, and I can read them all and say them all
And
pronounce
understand
them all.
right.
Yeah, so I know what I'm eating. So we do that, and then I'll just use whatever protein we have on hand. We do a lot of venison because my husband's a hunter, so we tend to have that around a lot. But some sort of lean protein. And then I just chop up any kind of vegetables. So our tacos might have, let's see, I think one time I did Swiss chard on there. It might have kale for the greens instead of lettuce. We might have corn, fresh corn. We'll do black beans, but just a variety of veggies.
And the key is really keeping those fresh veggies in your refrigerator so that when you come up on something, you can throw it on a board and have like just a free-for-all, grab whatever you want, or like you said, what you have, make that for your taco.
Absolutely.
What about vegetable soup?
Oh, absolutely.
That's one of my favorites.
Especially in the winter. I'm agreeing with you on that.
And with
Yes,
some
ma'am.
cornbread, though.
That's right.
And a little
That's
butter
right.
on the cornbread.
But you know, cornbread is pretty good because you make
Right,
it.
exactly.
And you know what you put in it. And so
When it's
Exactly.
homemade, at least you know what's going in it.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the tools that you use to keep your family on track to live a healthier lifestyle?
I think just as a mom, we also homeschool, work a little bit, you know, just the gamut. You have to have a plan. So usually on Sundays, I'll sit down with my husband and my kids if they're interested, and we'll just, okay, what do you guys want to try this week? What do you want to eat? And so we'll kind of get a menu plan for the week. And then I know that every meal is going to have veggies. It's going to have fruits. So I'm making sure when I go to the store, I've got something orange, I have something red, I've got some greens, I've got this big colorful variety. And we do try to prep and chop things as much as we can ahead of time. So that's one thing. I think you definitely have to have a plan. Another thing is that we do supplement our food because sometimes you're going to miss the mark. Sometimes you're not going to get that 9 to 13 recommended servings of fruits and veggies in every day. So our family takes Juice Plus supplements, and it really is not a supplement per se. It's just dehydrated fruits and veggies, 17 different kinds. And so we take those. I do the capsules. My husband and kids do the gummies.
Nice.
So that's what they like.
We take those as well, and we kind of mix that up too. So we're going to be with Jaime a little bit more. She's going to show us some visuals and how to do one of those bowls she was talking about. But first, I want to encourage you to take time for yourself. Hi, I'm Toni Suchka with Strength Healing. I'm a personal trainer and I love to encourage people to live a healthy lifestyle. One of the things I want to encourage you to do today is to take time for you. That's right, sometimes we're so busy taking care of all the things around us and the people in our lives that we leave ourselves set aside and then our health declines. One of the things that I love to do is just to take a few minutes, anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, and just disconnect. Set the phone aside, get away from the computer, the laptop, the iPad. All of the technology is great, but sometimes we need to disconnect. I love to go on my back deck, just let the sun shine on my face and reset. Sometimes I'll play instrumental worship music. I like to close my eyes and let my mind just have organic thoughts. Sometimes we're so distracted by all of the things in our life that we don't take time to just sit and reset. It's important each day to take at least 5 to 15 minutes a day and allow your mind to reset. You can reset your thoughts, your mind, your brain, and your cortisol. Resetting your cortisol in the middle of the day will help you sleep better at night. So I want to tell you to take care of you so that in the long run you can take care of your loved ones. As long as you're healthy, then they will be healthy. So I encourage you to make small changes one day at a time to improve your health. Take some time, set it aside, close your eyes, allow the Lord to speak to you, because we'll only hear Him if we're quiet and we're listening. So just take 5 to 15 minutes and that will reset your mind, your thoughts, your brain, your cortisol. It will reduce stress in your life and bring a peace only the joy of the Lord can bring to you. So if you want more tips and encouragement like this, go to my website at strengthhealing.com or follow me on social media on Facebook or Instagram at Strength Healing. Hi, we're back with Jaime Sharp. She's a registered dietitian, so if you're just joining us, you'll have to rewind when the show is over on Facebook Live and go back and see some of the tips that she shared during her interview. But we have her here back with us, and she's going to actually show us some of the things that she did speak about with the bowls And then just kind of give us some tips of what you use at home. I know one of the tools that you said that you do use is Juice Plus, and I see that you have that here. So why don't you share with our viewers a little bit more about what that is?
Absolutely. Today I have the Juice Plus capsules, and then I also have the gummies. And one thing I love about this product is that it has over 17 fruits and vegetables. It's just juiced fruits and vegetables, dehydrated, put in a capsule, and in the gummies, they're put in the gummies. And it's just a great way to get all those nutrients in, full of antioxidants, phytonutrients.
What are some it has in it?
Okay, so the fruit blend has apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, lemon, cherry, pineapple, prune, date, and beet. Could you eat all of that in one day? Probably not. And then the veggie blend has broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, beet, spinach, cabbage, lemon peel, rice bran, and
That's
kale.
amazing, really.
So that's a lot of nutrition. And one thing that research seems to indicate is that vitamins and minerals are best absorbed in the presence of other vitamins and minerals. So you're taking them all together, and you're increasing your chance of absorption with that.
And I know that's a tool that I use in my home because we're creatures of habit. We tend to eat the things that we like. You know, if you like a certain vegetable and you feel like, well, I do good, I eat vegetables, but if you eat the same vegetable every day, then you're not getting all of the nutrients that your body needs, because all those colors give your body different things. So that's what I love about using Juice Plus as a tool. And one of my favorite things I love, because everybody likes free, is
With every adult order, you get a free kids gummy order.
so if people are interested in learning more about this, they can contact you. I think your information is on the screen. So if you
And
want to
these are
learn
the
more about
gummies.
that, then you can contact Jaime. And also, I see you have the complete protein powder. Now,
Yes.
that's a high quality protein powder. Tell us a little bit. I know different people, we all have different bodies, and not every protein powder is the right one. So what is in this and what's good about this?
So I like this because it is a vegetable protein. There is research that has just been released that shows what a great how it's absorbed really, really well. And you just don't have to use the animal proteins anymore. Also, it's got ancient grains in it, so you're getting fiber in with it. And it's just a great flavor and base to add more fruits and things like that if you want to.
Awesome. And you know, I always say everything's a tool. Nothing's the end all be all. Like there's, you know, it's not going to be the thing that's going to make your life just change it
Absolutely.
forever. But I think like Juice Plus is for my family, so is sleep, so is water, so is exercise, so is taking time for yourself. So all of these things are tools that we use just to live a healthier lifestyle.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
So tell us what you got here.
Okay, so I talked about in the first segment that part of being able to eat or add fruits and vegetables to just your daily routine is having them available. So I love this bowl. I got it from IKEA like 10 years ago. But it's big, and I always keep fruits and veggies out on the table. And most of the time it's just things that they can grab and snack on. But you can see here that there's different colors, and different colors in fruits and veggies equal different vitamins and different minerals. And the crazy thing is that everything that happens in our body requires a vitamin or a mineral to happen. So on the cellular level, it just requires massive amounts of vitamins and minerals just to make it happen. And so we need them, but we also need a variety. Like you said, we don't need the same thing over and over because we need a variety of vitamins and minerals.
And I think we're more out to grab it if it is convenient.
Absolutely.
I just recently had a party that I helped host, and it was a lot of vegetables and fruits, and we did charcuterie boards, and some of the things that I had at home, it was just, it was so easy to grab. I had blackberries and oranges and strawberries, and it was just easy. And so that's what everyone was eating. So I think that's a key to have it available. That's when we're going to eat it, and then also when our kids are going to eat it.
I agree. If you can, also prepping by cutting things. So if this is sitting out on my counter, my kids are not going to grab it and eat it. But
hate
if
to
I've
cut,
if I've got it cut up, and you know, you may just need to throw on some music, get in the kitchen, get your husband in there, and have a
I
cutting
kind of
party.
have to be in the mood to just cut it.
How can you tell at the store if the cantaloupe is ready to be cut? Because, you know, sometimes we cut them and we're disappointed. Other times we love it.
But a lot of times they won't be rock hard. So this one you can feel is just a little bit squishy. just a little bit,
I've
and they
also-
they start to smell so strongly.
I also have read that I know with a watermelon, like if you see it's really yellow on the bottom where it's sat, like then you'll know it's sweeter. There's all kind of different ways too. I'm always asking at the grocery, because that cantaloupe is one that, is this one ready or not? But
If it's good, it's good. But if it's not, oh, you're disappointed
right.
in it.
yeah.
One thing I do love about the state of South Carolina is there is a ton of access to fresh fruits and veggies, local fruits and veggies. If you live in the Greenville area, if you're near Kane Halter, Calhoun Farm, or I think it's Calhoun, Calhoun Farms delivers like Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday to the YMCA. So she's got her booth set up out front, and she's always got raspberries, blackberries, blueberries. She's got cucumbers, tomatoes. I mean, just a huge variety. And of course, we have the downtown farmers market every Saturday, and then TR has its own farmers market.
There's no excuses.
There's just access, and it's so affordable.
Yeah.
When you buy directly from the farmer, it is very affordable, and you know that it's fresh, so you know you're getting your vitamins and minerals, the peak amount that you can.
Well, it sure looks
season.
good.
Now, this is beautiful. It's almost so pretty you don't want to eat it. So, like, what are you doing with this?
Okay, so one of my favorite things to recommend to people, especially busy families that think that they don't have time to have a nutritious meal, is I love to recommend bowls. And bowls are great because you can put anything in a bowl. So we love jasmine rice. So I've got some jasmine rice here. You can use brown rice, but we also love quinoa. And I will tell you, I'm not a huge fan of just plain quinoa. It's just kind of bland.
It's bland. You kind of have to, it takes on the flavors of whatever you are
Absolutely.
putting with it.
But when you start putting juicy vegetables and piling on different things like that, it becomes so delicious. So we typically will use one of these as our base. And the great thing about these grains is that they can last up to 7 days in the refrigerator. So if it's Sunday afternoon and you have some time and you want to cook 3 or 4 cups of these grains and keep them in the fridge, then you've got access to lunch for the rest of the week, or dinner, however you want to do it. So we start with one of these.
So you're going to put one together for us?
I'm going to put it together for my handy spoon
right.
here. So we're gonna go with quinoa, and the reason I love quinoa is because it's one of the only grains that is a complete protein as well. So rice doesn't have a ton of protein.
So for those who are not familiar of what that means, what does that mean, complete protein?
So it has all the amino acids to make a protein, a complete protein profile. And so rice may have some of the amino acids, just doesn't have all of them. And so, I think it is in about a half of a cup cooked of quinoa, you're gonna get 6 grams of protein. So if you really make a bowl like this, which probably got a cup of quinoa, you've already got 12 grams of protein just in your base. So if
That's good.
especially for like my seniors and some of my elderly population that have a difficult time getting enough protein in, this is a great way to do it. And so we add our base, and then today I have for you just some chicken sausage. Now there are a couple of things I like to look at when I get sausage. Today I'm using the Adele's All Natural. It's chicken and apple sausage, but I like to make sure that when I get these types of things that my label says no artificial ingredients, no antibiotics, but no nitrates. That's a big deal. A lot of times man-made nitrates, when those things are added into your foods, they also add a component that counteracts the carcinogenic effect with it. And so I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
So I just like the one that has the natural nitrates, like from celery or cherries. So we put those in there. And this sausage, it's a little bit higher in sodium, than a natural meat because it's a processed meat. So if you're really trying to watch your sodium for blood pressure reasons, or if you have a history of heart disease or something, the great thing is we haven't added any other salt to anything else that we have here. It's all in your meat, so it would be acceptable at that point.
So you've got your base, your protein,
Base
and then
and
what do you
protein.
just
And then
load it up?
at my house, because it's just more fun to play with your food, we just start throwing on the things that we like. So I have a variety of things here, but the great thing about veggies is they're always going to be low in calories. That is just across the board. They're very low in calories.
So load it up.
So I think mushrooms have about 20 calories in 1 cup, but they're full of potassium. They're things that benefit the heart, and they give it a great texture. So we throw some of those on there. We throw in the tomatoes, and I love tomatoes because they are full of antioxidants. So everything that we do, every process in the body gives off free radicals, and so we get these antioxidants from food that come and help it repair the body. And so then we have our broccoli, and again, we're getting in a ton of fiber in this bowl, so that's very helpful. We've got our peppers, and you know, you can get a variety of sweet peppers, but the peppers are loaded with vitamin C.
So pretty.
And then we've got our cucumbers. Cucumbers are really neat because they're so high in water content that you actually can count them toward your water intake for the day. So that's very neat. So they're high in fiber, high in water. Carrots, so we know the benefits of carrots for the eyes, but they're also helpful in cellular repair in the body. We've got corn. Corn's got potassium. It's a great fiber source, especially when it's fresh corn. And this corn, if you don't like to cook corn, if you'll just put it in the husk, right, into the oven and cook it for about 20 minutes and just take it right out and peel it, it's ready to go. And you just chop it right off. And then, of course, our greens. Now, typically, I would
Your bowl's too little.
have a bigger bowl, and then I would pile on these greens because they are so full of nutrients. So it looks something like this. And then we're going to add a little bit of avocado because it's a great heart-healthy fat, and it's good for our brain, too. So we're going to add some of that on there. And then one of my favorite kind of clean seasonings is the Everything But the Bagel from Trader Joe's.
Love that.
So it's only things that I can read, only ingredients that I know. And then you just sprinkle some of that on top to give it a little bit of flavor, and then you're good to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what a great, easy way to eat healthy. Just having the ingredients at your hand in your refrigerator. Jamie, thank you for being with us this evening and just sharing your tips of how you keep your family healthier. I appreciate it. So if you want to get in touch with her, her information was on the screen if you want to know more about how you could work with her. But we appreciate you tuning in. We really just want to encourage and inspire healthy living so that you can live a life that is your calling and who God has called you to be. So I just want to pray over you that the Lord will introduce to you the changes that you need to make, that He will just make it clear to you and highlight that to you, whatever that may be. If you're dealing with sickness or health issues, we just pray healing into your body right now, that by His stripes you're healed. As Jesus is, so are we in this world, and I encourage you to stand on that scripture. We thank you for tuning in today, and we hope that this has encouraged you to make small changes one day at a time.